Alright, this is part 2 of the customization guide for Blacklight Retribution. The airstrike is pretty cool. It allows you to pretty much do long-range explosive attacks. You can't really tell where it's going because it shoots this small little dart, so you can't really see where it hits, which is beneficial for you and bad because enemies can't really see it. The only downside is you can't really see it either. But it is pretty fun. It pretty much rain downs explosives in a decently large area around wherever the dart lands. I've only seen one person ever use the railgun right here. It'll one hit kill any player if you hit them. I don't know about AoE effect, and it does a lot of damage to heart suits. It's also highly accurate. And that's it for the equipment. On to the weapons. As far as the receivers, evidently there's maintenance later. The assault rifle is the most balanced in my opinion. It has decent damage, decent spread, not too bad recoil, and the range is pretty good. The bolt action rifle is a lot more damage, a lot lower fire rate, a lot less ammo, extremely good accuracy, and the range is superior to everything else. If you get a headshot on someone, they will die. Combat rifle. It's a mix between the assault rifle and the bolt action rifle. It's a semi-automatic rifle that does decent damage and has the same range as the sniper rifle. It's pretty good accuracy, and the recoil seems to be the same as the assault rifle. I've used it before. It's pretty nice. Burst fire rifle does a 3-round burst. It is actually pretty damn accurate, and the recoil is pretty low, allowing you to hit the same area, at least in the same area, over a long distance. The only downside is it has a lower range and it does not have full automatic. I prefer to just do tap firing with the assault rifle compared to using the burst fire rifle. SMG I consider a spray and pray weapon because it has a high fire rate, bad accuracy, and small recoil. Pretty much fully auto, hopefully hit something in front of you. Light machine gun, it's a little bit more damage than the assault rifle, much worse spread, lower range, much worse recoil, but the only upside is that it has a very large clip. The muzzles, there's either silencers and flash breaks. Silencers are obvious, they make the sound lower, whereas the flash breaks give you the benefit of more damage and lower recoil compared to the lesser amount of damage, comparatively speaking, than the suppressor and recoil. And lesser damage and recoil compared to the suppressor. Compared to the beginning one, starting 54 damage, recoil 60. Suppressor, same damage, a little bit less recoil. So it's useful to just get a pretty much muzzle in general if you want a little bit less recoil. The barrel mod, there are many different types. They vary between how much spread, recoil, run speed that they give. I prefer the ranged because it has the least spread, the lower recoil, but it makes me run pretty damn slow compared to it's negative 0.7 slower run, which is actually kind of a lot compared in this game. Magazine, there is run speed, reload speed, and the ammo count, and as well as ammo types. Explosive, if you kill somebody with explosive ammo, they cannot be revived. I'm not too sure about electrical, except for the fact it does more damage to a hard suit. And the toxic, pretty much, it's supposed to distort the vision, and it really doesn't do that much. Incendiary is one of the most used ones for the higher levels because it actually deals 110% damage. It deals 70 damage up front and 40% over 3 seconds, allowing you to deal additional damage compared to other weapons. Scopes, pretty much the zoom in and the scope in time is all there is. This is the second best zoom in rate for all the scopes, and it's also available at level 1. The only one that beats it is the level 30 scope, which is a 6.0 compared to the 4.4 over here. There are many different types. I suggest trying out a lot of them, seeing which ones you like the most. I prefer the sniping scope because, well, I snap with the assault rifle. There are three types of stocks. There's standard, heavy, and light. Light gives lower recoil, but makes you run faster, and evidently your scoping is faster. There's also some that will make your reload faster, but most of them will make your reload, don't affect the reload at all. The standard is a mixture between the light and heavy. The spread, the scope and time, and the runtime are balanced between the three. Whereas the heavy, this is the highest level one. The heavy allows for really good spread. The scope and time takes a little bit, but the recoil is also pretty good. I mean, the runtime is also pretty good. Weapon tag, there's many different types between reduced recoil, um, range, health, ammo count, damage. And then there's the camo, which these are the ones for standard, and then there's some pretty cool ones out there. There's a shadow one, then there's the colored ones, which seem to be the more popular types. As far as secondary weapons go, there is the 9mm, the 45, the burst fire, the revolver, shotgun, and the machine gun pistol. 9mm is the standard one, 45 is a little bit more damage, a little bit less ammo, but it has more mods that you can add onto it. I've never used the burst fire, so I can't say anything about it. The revolver is the only pistol that can one-shot someone if you shoot them in the head. It does 150 damage, which also means that it will two-shot anybody. Excuse me. The range is also decent on it, and you can put most guns, you can put barrels on them that you can use for your standard primary guns, and the same thing with the scopes. You do not have to buy multiple barrels, you do not have to buy multiple scopes if you just want to use the same one. The shotgun is really fun. It has very low range, but the recoil, not the recoil, the spread on it is very close, making it a very, very powerful weapon at close range. I've never used the machine gun pistol, but I've seen many of the higher levels use it. I'm guessing that it's pretty good. Most of the pistols can use the muzzle. A lot of them probably have a barrel modification. All of them have magazine, which is pretty much the same thing as the other ones. There's increased ammo, there's run speed, reload speed, and then there's the different ammo types. As I said earlier, you can put any scope that you have onto it. You do not have to buy more than one. And same thing with the camo. You do not have to purchase multiple camos. If you have multiple, like metallic maroon, then you can use it on the same pistol and your primary. That's it for the customization. Feel free to add me. If you want to look for me, friends, find player, just type in the name right up here. I'm a nice guy. I'll play with just about anybody. And last thing I will be talking about is the game types. Domination is obvious. Well, not exactly obvious if you've never played it. Capture points, hold points, game points for how many points you are holding. So there are 3 in every map. If you control 2 and the other person controls 1, you will gain twice as many points as them. If you can shut them down and gain 3, then you can easily turn the game really fast. Team deathmatch, 2 teams versus each other. There's no objective, just kill the other team. Capture the flag. Obvious, capture or defend your flag. It's really not that hard. Deathmatch, 8-player game, every man for themselves. Team King of the Hill. Kind of like Domination, except for the fact of you cannot hack the point, and the amount of allies you have near it judges how fast you capture it. It's a capture system to where whenever a team captures it, that team is awarded a single point. Now, it's not the variation to where if this team captures it halfway, you have to lower it and then raise up yours. No, it's to where if the enemy team is almost captured, you can kill off the team, hold it, and you can still gain the point even though they almost had it. Anyways, this has been the second part of the tutorial for the customization over Blacklight Retribution. This is a very fun game. The customization is extremely good. I love it a whole lot. And I hope y'all enjoy the game, and I hope this video has been helpful. See y'all later.